The Su family is a big family that was born in Huizhou, but has been standing in Eastcliff for a century. During the Qing dynasty, when the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom movement swept across China, the Su family followed the red-top businessman Hu Shuiyan and risked his life to transport arms and grains for the Qing army, which was appreciated by the Qing government. After that, the Su family moved to Eastcliff from Huizhou with rich accumulation and wealth. Since then, the family has been in business for generations and its strength has been at the forefront of the country. In the past few decades, the Su family and the Wade family were fighting against each other. Under the attack of Charlie's father, Chang Ying, they were already slightly tired, but after Chang Ying's death at young age, the Su family immediately stepped on the Wade family. Became the first in the country. The old master of the Su family, named Chengfeng Su, was named after Su Shi's famous inscription on the forest wall. As the saying goes, viewed horizontally as ridges and peaks on the sides, the distances are different. Don't know the true face of Mount Lu, only because I am on this mountain. Chengfeng is named after this. Chengfeng is 60 in his 70s this year. Although he is not very old, he is no longer a man in his prime age. It stands to reason that his life has been considered a success, but he is still not satisfied. He hopes to lay a solid foundation for the Su family before he retires. At the very least, to realize the long-cherished wish of 1 is greater than 2 plus 3. Since ancient times, no one in the business field can truly dominate. The true meaning of the so-called 1 is greater than 2 plus 3 refers to the sum of the family ranked first. The overall strength is greater than the family ranked second, and the family ranked third. To be more specific, it is equivalent that the Su family's comprehensive strength is greater than the combined strength of the Wade family and the Gu family. In this way, even if the second-ranked and third-ranked join forces to fight against them, they don't have to worry at all. Only in this way, the Su family can truly sit back and relax. Now, the gap between the Su family and the Wade family is indeed getting wider, but if you want to truly achieve 1 greater than 2 plus 3, there is still a gap of at least a few $100 billion in assets. Therefore, the Su family is now actively seeking breakthroughs overseas, hoping to realize this ambition in one fell swoop. As long as this goal is achieved, Eastcliff will no longer have the concept of 3 big families. Instead, it is the new pattern of the Su family that despises the heroes. Therefore, Chengfeng attaches great importance to this shipping business. Hearing that the old master attaches great importance to ocean transportation, one of the heirs of the Su family couldn't help but show off in front of him. Grandpa, grandson feel that the development of the world economy has encountered considerable resistance now, and all countries have import and export trades. Great contraction. Don't know when foreign trade will fully recover. In this case, if you bet on ocean shipping, the risk is still very high. It is very likely that you will copy the bottom half of the mountain. So grandson advises you to think twice. Then go. Think twice? Chengfeng snorted coldly and ignored him. Instead, he looked at the middle-aged man next to him and sternly reprimanded, "Fifth, how did you discipline your son? He hasn't grown well, so he dares to question here. My decision, is it true that I am useless, old, and still able to eat?" The 5th son is Holden Su, the 5th son of Mr. Su. The Su family has 5 sons and 2 daughters. Holden is the 5th son of Father Su and the last of the 7 children. The young man who just spoke was Norman Su, the youngest son of Holden. Norman is just 18 years old this year, and is considered an academic genius. Last year, he was admitted to Harvard University on his own strength. Because of his young age and the reason he has been favored at home, Norman has a strong desire to express himself. However, he used to behave in front of his parents, and he had no chance to behave in front of his grandfather. Today, he finally seized the opportunity, thinking about the old master's ideas, and debating with him, so as to show his extraordinary talents and wisdom, but did not expect just a word, annoyed the old master soon. He was about to open his mouth to explain, but he didn't think about it. His father Holden stood up and opened his bow left and right. He drew several big blows on his face, and the corners of his mouth were full of blood. Then he roared with extreme anger, "You read, go inside, you dog! Dare to question your grandfather's decision here?" Norman covered his face, the whole person aggrieved and wished to die here. He hadn't been beaten when he grew up so old, and he didn't understand why his father, who had always been doting on him, wanted to suck him into death after one sentence angered his grandfather. Moreover, it is still in front of the entire family. At this time, Holden hates this son who is not growing. He was very aware of the coercion of the old master, even his elder brother Zin. He did not dare to stand up to the old master, let alone his ineffective little son. It's not so popular. It is very possible that his words will be completely beaten by the old master in the future, and after graduation from university, he will not even have the opportunity to return to Su's home to work. The reason why the old master Chung Feng is so hegemonic and authoritarian is greatly related to his growth experience. When he was young, he had many brothers. At that time, it was still in the Qing dynasty. His father not only had many children from 7 wives. He gave birth to more than 30 children, including 23 sons alone. And Chung Feng was just one of these 23 sons. Just like the ancient prince seizing the first-in-law, Chung Feng had been fighting openly and secretly with 22 brothers since he was a child. After fighting for 50 years, he finally inherited the position of Su family patriarch. Therefore, 50 years of constant fighting made his temperament extremely domineering and cruel.